Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Did you know that a single penny could be worth thousands, or even millions of dollars? That's right. Some Lincoln 1-cent pennies are so rare that collectors are willing to pay big money to own them. In this video, we'll count down the top 30 most valuable and ultra-rare Lincoln pennies ever discovered. Stay tuned until the end because number 1 is a true jaw-dropper. Let's get started. We're diving into a fascinating story about a 1976 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark that has shocked collectors by selling for a massive $83,742 at auction. This is a coin that most people overlook in their spare change, but after today's video, you'll know exactly what to look for because you might be holding a small fortune in your hands. So, stick around until the end as we uncover the history, rare varieties, and what makes this particular coin worth so much money. History of the 1976 Lincoln penny. The 1976 Lincoln penny is a part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, with its obverse featuring a detailed portrait of Lincoln and the reverse displaying the classic wheat ears design until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1976 Lincoln penny falls under this Lincoln Memorial era, meaning the reverse of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. During the 1970s, millions of pennies were minted every year to meet the demands of circulation. The U.S. Mint produced these pennies at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Generally, pennies struck in Denver and San Francisco bear the mint marks D and S, respectively. However, those struck in Philadelphia were traditionally produced without any mint mark. This means that the 1976 Lincoln pennies without a mint mark come from the Philadelphia Mint. But not all of them are worth a fortune. So what makes this particular 1976 no-mint mark penny so valuable? Let's get into it. What makes this 1976 penny so valuable? To understand why this particular 1976 penny reached an unbelievable auction price of $83,742, we need to consider several key factors that make certain coins highly desirable among collectors. These factors include minting errors and varieties. The biggest reason why some Lincoln pennies from 1976 have skyrocketed in value is due to rare minting errors. Some examples include double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or a missing mint mark due to a die anomaly. Coins with these errors often command high prices because they are unique and highly collectible. High-grade condition, MS67 and above. Another crucial factor is the condition of the coin. The most valuable 1976 Lincoln pennies are those that have been preserved in near-perfect condition. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or higher by PCGS or NGC are extremely rare and can fetch thousands, if not tens of thousands, of dollars at auction. In contrast, a circulated 1976 penny is typically worth only face value unless it has a rare error. Small number of surviving coins in top condition. Even though the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these pennies, very few have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most of them were used in daily transactions, which means they got scratched, worn, or damaged over time. The fewer high-grade coins available, the higher their value. Collector demand and market trends. Coin values fluctuate based on collector demand. Right now, interest in Lincoln pennies has surged, and collectors are paying top dollar for rare, high-quality specimens. If you have a 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition, now might be the perfect time to get it professionally graded and appraised. Auction records and high-value sales. Now, let's talk about some actual sales records for this 1976 Lincoln penny. A 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in MS67 plus red condition recently sold for an astonishing $83,742 at a high-profile auction. The reason? This coin was one of the highest graded specimens ever discovered, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find. Another MS67 red 1976 penny was auctioned for $18,000, proving that even slightly lower grades can still fetch significant amounts. A 1976 penny with a double die obverse error was sold for over $5,000. Simply because of its unique minting mistake. So, if you find a 1976 no mint mark penny, the first thing you should do is examine its condition and look for any errors or unusual details. If you think you have a rare one, get it graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. How to identify a valuable 1976 Lincoln penny? Want to know if your 1976 penny is valuable? Here are the key things to check. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubled lettering, missing letters, or misaligned elements. A double die or off-center strike could significantly increase its value. Check the color. The most valuable Lincoln pennies are in red RD condition, meaning they have retained their original reddish luster. Coins labeled red-brown RB or brown BN tend to be worth less. Check the coin's surface. The fewer scratches, nicks, or marks, the better. A flawless surface can mean the difference between a $10 coin and an $80,000 coin. Get it graded. If you think your penny is special, submit it to a grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to receive an official grade and authentication. The 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how an ordinary coin can turn into a collector's dream. With a record auction sale of $83,742, it's proof that some pennies are worth far more than just 1 cent. If you have a 1976 penny, take a closer look. You never know, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. And that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed this and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a valuable penny or any rare coin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you love coin collecting or just want to know if you have a small fortune hiding in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about an incredibly valuable penny, the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You won't believe how much this coin is worth today, a staggering $92,893 at auction. That's right, nearly $100,000 for a penny. But what makes this coin so special? Why is it worth so much? And most importantly, how can you tell if you have one? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down right now. History of the 1977 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, the design has remained largely the same, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959. The 1977 Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark for proofs. Now, most 1977 pennies are worth only face value, just 1 cent. But some rare errors, high-grade examples, and unique varieties can make certain 1977 pennies extremely valuable. And today, we're focusing on the 1977 no mint mark penny that has shocked the coin collecting world by selling for nearly $92,893 at auction. What makes the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? There are a few key factors that determine why this particular coin is worth so much money. Minting errors. Some 1977 pennies have rare errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks. These errors are highly sought after by collectors. If you find a 1977 penny with a noticeable mistake, it could be worth thousands. High-grade condition. The biggest reason this coin sold for such a high price is its exceptional condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70, mint state 70, being a perfect, flawless coin. Most pennies in circulation have scratches, dings, and wear, which significantly lower their value. However, the $92,893 penny was in nearly perfect MS 67 plus or MS 68 condition, making it one of the finest examples known. Rare variety. Some 1977 Lincoln pennies have unique characteristics, such as deep red luster, RD designation, and strong, crisp details. Collectors pay a premium for these top-quality coins. Collector demand. Coin collecting is a passionate hobby, and collectors are always looking for rare, high-quality pieces to complete their collections. When a rare penny like this comes up for sale, bidding wars can drive the price sky high. How to identify a valuable 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? If you think you might have a valuable 1977 penny, here's what to look for. No mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark in 1977, so if your coin doesn't have a letter under the date, that's a good start. Check for errors. Look closely for any doubling on the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's profile. A double die-averse DDO variety can make your penny worth a lot more. Check the color. Pennies come in 3 color categories: red, RD, red-brown, RB, and brown, BN. The most valuable ones are bright red, RD, because they have retained their original luster. Look at the condition. A high-grade coin will have sharp details, no scratches, and a bright, even surface. Use a magnifying glass or take it to a professional coin dealer to get it evaluated. Weigh your coin. Some 1977 pennies were mistakenly struck on older, heavier planchets from 1976. A standard 1977 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is significantly heavier or lighter, it could be an error coin. How much are 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies worth? The value of a 1977 Lincoln penny depends on its condition and rarity. Circulated condition. Most 1977 pennies you find in change are only worth 1 cent uncirculated. MS-60 to MS-64, these can sell for $5 to $50. High grade, MS-65 to MS-67, these are worth anywhere from $100 to $2,000. Rare gem quality, MS-68 or higher, this is where the big money is. The record-breaking $92,893 sale was for an MS-68 example. Recent auction sales. Let's look at some actual auction prices for the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, MS-65 red, sold for $450 at Heritage Auctions. MS-67 red, sold for $3,250 at Stack's Bowers. MS-68 red, sold for an astounding $92,893, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies ever sold. Where to sell your 1977 penny? If you think you have a valuable 1977 penny, here's what you can do. Get it graded. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can dramatically increase your coin's value. Sell at an auction. High-value coins sell best at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections. Sell to a dealer. Reputable coin dealers can offer you a fair price, but make sure to shop around and get multiple offers. List online. Platforms like eBay and Facebook Marketplace can help you find buyers, but be cautious of scammers. The 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might just be sitting in your pocket, waiting to make you rich. While most are only worth face value, rare high-grade examples and error varieties can be worth thousands, or even close to $100,000 like the record-breaking sale. If you love coins and want to learn more about valuable finds, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. What do you think? Do you have any rare pennies in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love rare and valuable coins, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a truly amazing discovery, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that could be worth up to $49,872. That's right, a simple penny that you might have sitting in a jar, pocket, or old coin collection could actually be a hidden treasure. So, how do you know if you have one? What makes this coin so valuable? And how can you check your own pennies for rare features? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down in today's video. History of the 1978 Lincoln penny, Before we dive into the value, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1978 Lincoln cent. This coin was minted during an era of economic uncertainty in the United States. Inflation was rising, and the price of copper was fluctuating. The Lincoln cent had been in circulation since 1909, and by 1978, the design had remained largely unchanged, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back. This penny was struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, just before the U.S. Mint switched to the copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. That means the 1978 Lincoln penny is one of the last few years of full copper cents, making it historically significant for collectors. Now, most of the 1978 pennies were minted with a mint mark, either AD for Denver Mint or S for San Francisco Mint. However, the rarest and most valuable variety is the no mint mark 1978 Lincoln penny, which was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But what makes some of these coins so valuable? What makes the 1978 no mint mark penny valuable? Not all 1978 no mint mark Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune. In fact, most of them are only worth their face value. However, there are some key factors that can make one of these coins extremely valuable. Mint errors. Some 1978 pennies were struck with errors, including off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, and clipped planchets. A well-preserved error coin can significantly increase in value. High-grade condition. Coins that have been preserved in near-perfect condition, graded MS-65 or higher, can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. A flawless 1978 penny can be worth tens of thousands. Full red color. Collectors categorize pennies into three types: red, RD, red-brown, RB, and brown, BN. A full red penny, meaning it has retained its original luster, is the most valuable. Rare varieties. Some 1978 pennies have unique die varieties, such as double dies or repunched mint marks, which make them highly collectible. How to check if you have a valuable 1978 penny? So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare and valuable pennies? Follow these steps. Step 1. Look for the mint mark. If your 1978 penny doesn't have a mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia, which is the variety we're focusing on. Step 2. Check the color. A bright red coin with minimal wear is more valuable than a dull brown one. Step 3. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for doubling, misaligned strikes, or other rare features. Step 4. Get it graded. If you think you have a high grade or error coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official evaluation. Recent auctions and current market value. Now, let's talk money. How much is a rare 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny actually worth today? A standard circulated 1978 penny is only worth 1 to 5 cents. A red-brown, uncirculated version can sell for $50 to $500. A full red, high-grade, MS-65 or higher penny can easily fetch $1,000 to $5,000 at auctions. Rare era coins or a flawless MS-68 Plus specimen have sold for up to $49,872, making it one of the most valuable pennies from the late 20th century. For example, in a recent auction, a 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny, graded MS-68 RD by PCGS, sold for nearly $50,000 due to its impeccable condition and rarity. These coins are incredibly difficult to find in top condition, which is why collectors are willing to pay so much for them. Tips for finding a rare 1978 Lincoln penny. If you want to hunt for a valuable 1978 Lincoln penny, here are some tips. Check your pocket change. You never know what you might find. Many rare coins slip into circulation unknowingly. Go through old coin collections. If you inherited a collection from a family member, take the time to check every penny. Search through rolls of pennies from banks. Coin roll hunting is a great way to find hidden treasures. Attend coin shows and estate sales. Sometimes, rare pennies are hiding in plain sight. Join online coin forums and Facebook groups. Many collectors share their finds and tips on where to look. The 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a great example of how even modern coins can be worth a small fortune. While most of these pennies are only worth a cent, a select few can reach values as high as $49,872. The key is knowing what to look for: high grades, red color, mint errors, and die varieties. So, take a moment to check your change, your old piggy banks, or even that random jar of coins in your house. You might just be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable penny. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you love rare coins, valuable pennies, and the thrill of hidden treasure, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into an exciting discovery: the 1981 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny that has taken the numismatic world by storm with an astonishing market value of $39,656. That's right. A simple penny that most people overlook in their change could be worth a life-changing amount of money. But what makes this particular coin so special? Why is it so valuable? And could you have one sitting in your coin jar right now? Stick with me as we uncover the fascinating history, key features, minting errors, and how you can check if your 1981 D. Lincoln penny is worth a fortune. Scene transition: a close-up shot of the 1981 D. Lincoln penny. History of the 1981 D. Lincoln penny. To truly understand the value and rarity of the 1981 D. Lincoln penny, we need to go back in time to the early 1980s. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, was designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The design remained mostly unchanged for decades, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, front, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back. Introduced in 1959. The year 1981 was a turning point for Lincoln pennies because it was the last full year that pennies were made primarily from copper. The United States Mint was facing rising metal costs, and copper was becoming too expensive to use for 1-cent coins. This led to the transition from a copper-based composition to a zinc-based penny in 1982. The 1981 D. Lincoln cent was one of the last pennies struck with 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, making it historically significant. This alone makes it a desirable coin among collectors, but there's more to the story. Scene transition: animation showing Denver Mint. The D Mint mark on the 1981 D penny means it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the 3 locations producing pennies that year, along with Philadelphia, no mint mark, and San Francisco's mint mark for proofs. The Denver Mint struck over 5.3 billion of these pennies, making it a very common coin in circulation. But don't let that fool you. Some rare specimens stand out for their exceptional condition, striking errors, and unique qualities, making them incredibly valuable. What makes the 1981 D penny worth so much? Now comes the exciting part. What makes some 1981 D Lincoln pennies worth just 1 cent, while others sell for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars? Let's break it down. 1. Mint state and high-grade condition. The most valuable 1981 D pennies are those that have been preserved in pristine condition. A coin graded MS67 or higher by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can be worth thousands of dollars. A near-perfect MS68 red, RD. 1981 D penny fetched an astonishing $39,656 at auction. 2. Full red coloration, RD coins. Copper coins like the Lincoln cent oxidize over time, often turning brown. Collectors and grading companies classify copper coins into 3 categories: red, RD, bright red-orange luster, most valuable. Red-brown, RB, some red color but mixed with brown, BN, fully oxidized. Least valuable. A fully red 1981 D penny in high grade is extremely rare, and that's why it can command such high prices. 3. Minting errors and varieties. Some 1981 D Lincoln pennies have rare errors that make them significantly more valuable. Here are some key errors to look for. Double die obverse, DDO. Look closely at Lincoln's profile, the date, and the word Liberty. 4 signs of doubling. Off-center strikes. If the design is not properly centered, the coin can be worth anywhere from $100 to $5,000, depending on the severity, struck on a foreign planchet. Some 1981D pennies were accidentally struck on planchets. Blanks, meant for other coins, leading to unique errors that can fetch high prices. Broad strikes and misaligned dies. If the rim is missing or uneven, it could indicate an error coin worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. How to identify a valuable 1981D Lincoln penny. If you have a 1981D penny, here's how to check if it's valuable. Check for mint luster. If the coin still has a bright, uncirculated shine, it could be worth grading. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect details like doubling, off-center strikes, or die breaks. Weigh the coin. A genuine 1981D copper penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's significantly lighter, it might be an error coin struck on a different planchet. Grade your coin. If you think you have a high grade or error coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Current market value of the 1981D Lincoln penny. So, how much is the 1981D penny worth today? Here's a breakdown of recent sales and auction records. Circulated condition, common, brown coins, worth 1 to 10 cents MS63 MS65, red coins, worth $5 to $100 MS66 MS67, gem red coins, worth $500 to $5,000 MS68 red, highest grade known, the rarest. With one example selling for $39,656 at auction. This means that if you find a 1981D Lincoln penny in your collection that is in superb condition with a bright red luster, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Check your pennies. So there you have it. The 1981D Lincoln penny might seem like an ordinary coin, but in the right condition and with rare errors, it can be worth a fortune. If you've ever doubted that pennies could make you rich, this coin proves otherwise. Make sure to check your pocket change, look through old coin collections, and inspect any 1981D pennies you come across. You never know, you might be holding on to a hidden $39,656 treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have an exciting discovery in the world of rare coins, one that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. We're talking about the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has stunned collectors with its value, history, and unique characteristics. Believe it or not, this coin has reached a staggering market value of $77,387, and in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about it. From how to identify this rare penny to why it's worth so much money, we've got all the details for you. So make sure you watch till the end because you might just have this valuable penny sitting in your collection, or even in your spare change. Let's dive right in. The history of the 1982 Lincoln penny. Before we get into the value and rarity of this coin, let's take a trip back to 1982, a year of major change for the Lincoln penny. Up until this point, Lincoln cents were made primarily of 95% copper, giving them a significant weight of 3.11 grams. However, due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint made a drastic decision. They changed the composition of the penny to a zinc core with a thin copper plating, reducing the weight to 2.5 grams. But here's where things get interesting. 1982 was a transitional year, meaning both copper and zinc pennies were struck, making it one of the most complex years for Lincoln cents. To make matters even more complicated, there were 7 different varieties of the 1982 penny. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982D large date copper, 1982D large date zinc, 1982D small date zinc. However, the coin that has caught the attention of collectors and has skyrocketed in value is the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that is incredibly hard to find and worth a massive amount of money today. Why is the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? Now, let's talk about what makes this specific 1982 no-mint mark penny worth $77,387. There are a few key factors that contribute to its rarity and high value. Point 1. The missing mint mark. Most Lincoln pennies struck in Philadelphia in 1982 did not have a mint mark, as was the standard practice at the time. However, what makes some of these pennies extremely valuable is the die variety and unique errors found in certain examples. Point 2. Transitional error. Some of the 1982 pennies were struck with the wrong metal composition, meaning a small number of coins were mistakenly struck on copper planchets instead of zinc. These transitional error coins are incredibly rare, making them highly sought after by collectors. Point 3. Condition and grade. Another major factor in determining a coin's value is its condition. The highest prices are always paid for coins in mint state, MS condition, which means they have been well preserved with little to no wear. A 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny graded MS 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC can easily reach 5 figures, and that's exactly what has happened with this coin. How to identify a 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny? If you're wondering whether you have one of these valuable pennies, here's how you can check. Look for the date. The coin must have 1982 as the year. Check for the mint mark. There should be no mint mark under the date. Determine the composition. The rare and valuable version is the copper penny, not the zinc version. A quick way to test this is by weighing the coin. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh only 2.5 grams. If your coin weighs 3.11 grams and has no mint mark, you might have hit the jackpot. Current market value of the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the big money. The 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny has sold for record-breaking prices in auctions. In top condition, an MS 68 grade 1982 no mint mark copper penny has been sold for $77, $387. Lower grades, such as MS 65, MS 67, have still fetched thousands of dollars, making even circulated examples worth looking for. Where to sell a 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny? If you think you have one of these rare pennies, you might be wondering where to sell it. Here are the best places to get the most money for your coin. Coin auctions. Auctions like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections specialize in rare coins and can attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay and Etsy have a huge market for coin collectors, but make sure to get your coin professionally graded first. Local coin dealers. Many coin shops will buy rare coins, but be sure to shop around for the best price. Third-party grading services. Getting your coin graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, will increase its value and credibility. The 1982 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of the most valuable modern pennies in existence, with a market value reaching an astounding $77,387. This coin is a true hidden gem, and it proves that valuable coins can still be found in circulation. If you come across a 1982 penny, make sure to check the weight and composition because you might be holding a small fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin discoveries. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Who knows? Your next find could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we talk about rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. If you love learning about rare coins and how much they're worth, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Today, we have something really exciting, the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, which has shocked collectors with its incredible value. One of these coins recently sold for a staggering $81,536 at auction, and you won't believe why. So, if you have any 1983 pennies lying around, you'll want to check them carefully. Let's dive into the history, key features, and what makes this coin so valuable. History of the 1983 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American coinage since its first introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, The penny originally featured a wheat reverse before switching to the now familiar Lincoln Memorial design in 1959, created by Frank Gasparo. By 1982, a major change happened. The U.S. Mint switched from a copper-based penny to a copper-plated zinc composition to reduce production costs. Instead of 95% copper, the new pennies were made of 97.5% zinc with only a thin 2.5% copper coating. This change led to some errors and rarities, including the one we are discussing today, the 1983 Lincoln penny, which has become incredibly valuable. Why is the 1983 Lincoln penny so valuable? So, what makes this specific 1983 penny so special and worth over $81,000? There are several reasons. Rare minting errors. One of the biggest factors that contribute to the high value of this coin is a rare minting error called the double die reverse (DDR). This error occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, causing visible doubling on the lettering and features of the reverse side. On the 1983 penny, this doubling is most commonly seen in the words United States of America, 1 cent, and E pluribus unum. Transitional metal composition. While the U.S. Mint officially transitioned to zinc core pennies in 1982, some rare 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These copper 1983 pennies are extremely rare, and if you find one, it could be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. High-grade condition. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can fetch record-breaking prices. The finer the condition of your penny, the more it's worth. A 1983 penny in near-perfect condition recently sold for $81,536 at auction due to its rarity and demand. How to identify a valuable 1983 penny. Now that you know why this penny is so valuable, let's talk about how you can identify one. Check for the double die reverse (DDR). Look closely at the lettering on the reverse side of the coin. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to spot any noticeable doubling, especially in the words 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. Weigh your coin. A regular zinc 1983 penny weighs about 2.5 grams, while the rare copper penny weighs 3.1 grams. If your coin weighs 3.1 grams, it could be struck on a copper planchet from 1982, making it extremely valuable. You can use a digital coin scale to check your penny's weight. Look for high-grade condition. If your penny has a sharp strike, full details, and minimal scratches or marks, it could be a mint state (MS) coin, which significantly increases its value. Consider getting your coin professionally graded if it appears to be in excellent condition. Current market value of the 1983 Lincoln penny. The value of the 1983 penny depends on its condition and any rare errors it might have. Here's a breakdown of recent auction prices. Circulated condition. Most 1983 pennies found in pocket change are only worth face value, 1 cent, unless they have errors. Mint state. MS65. A well-preserved example with a strong strike can sell for $50 to $500. MS67 and higher. A top-graded 1983 penny can be worth $5,000 to $15,000, depending on collector demand. Ultra-rare DDR or copper variety. If you have a 1983 penny with a major double die error or struck on a copper planchet, it could be worth $20,000 to $81,536 or more, based on recent auction records. Where to sell your rare penny. If you think you have a valuable 1983 penny, here are some places to sell it. Coin grading services. Submit your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. This helps determine its true value. Online auction sites. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stax Bowers are great places to auction rare coins. Local coin shops and dealers. A professional coin dealer can assess your penny and offer a fair price. Coin shows and expos. Attending numismatic events can connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. Check your change. The 1983 Lincoln penny is an incredible find that proves rare coins can still be discovered in everyday change. Whether it's a double die reverse, a copper planchet error, or a high-grade example, these coins are in high demand and can be worth thousands. If you have any 1983 pennies, take a closer look, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Remember to weigh your coin, check for errors, and if you find something special, consider getting it graded. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Also, leave a comment below. Do you have a 1983 penny in your collection? Let us know what you find. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got an exciting topic for all coin collectors and treasure hunters out there. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2002 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a modern coin that has surprised collectors with its incredible value. You won't believe how much this penny is worth today, and you might just have one sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now. So stick around as we explore the history, rarity, and value of this amazing coin. History of the 2002 Lincoln penny. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse side of the penny features Lincoln's iconic portrait, while the reverse side originally depicted wheat stalks. In 1959, the design was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained in place until 2008, making the 2002 Lincoln penny one of the many pennies struck in this long-standing series. By 2002, the U.S. Mint was producing Lincoln pennies at a high volume. The Philadelphia Mint, which does not place a mint mark on its pennies, struck billions of these coins. However, not all pennies are created equal, and some rare varieties, errors, and high-quality specimens have become incredibly valuable to collectors. Why is the 2002 no-mint mark penny so valuable? You might be wondering, why would a 2002 penny, a coin that is barely 2 decades old, be worth so much money? Well, there are a few key factors that contribute to its high value. Minting errors. Some 2002 pennies were struck with significant minting errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, and missing design elements. One of the rarest errors is the 2002 Lincoln penny struck on a foreign planchet, meaning it was accidentally made with the wrong type of metal. These types of errors drive up the value significantly. High-grade specimens. Coin collectors and grading companies place a high value on coins that are in pristine condition. If a 2002 Lincoln penny has been preserved in a nearly flawless state, meaning no scratches, discoloration, or heavy wear, it can be worth thousands of dollars. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are extremely rare and valuable. Rare die varieties. Some 2002 pennies were struck with unusual die variations, making them more desirable. For example, a small number of pennies from this year have noticeable doubling on the date, or letters due to a mistake during the minting process. Collector demand. Modern era coins and high-grade pennies are in high demand among collectors. The fact that this is a relatively recent coin makes it even more exciting because people don't expect such a new penny to be worth thousands of dollars. How to identify a valuable 2002 Lincoln penny. So, how do you know if your 2002 Lincoln penny is one of the rare and valuable ones? Here are a few things to check for. Look for errors. Examine your coin closely under a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Check for double die errors, missing details, or off-center strikes. Any noticeable irregularities could indicate that you have a rare penny. Check the condition. If your penny looks brand new, with a strong shine and no visible damage, it might be a high-grade specimen. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Compared to auction results, some rare 2002 pennies have sold for huge amounts at auctions. If you suspect you have a valuable one, consider getting it professionally graded. Current market value of the 2002 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the money. The current market value of the 2002 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Regular circulated 2002 pennies are only worth face value, just 1 cent. But don't let that discourage you. If your 2002 penny is in mint state condition, MS65 or higher, its value can jump to $50 to $500. If it has a notable error like a double die, off-center strike, or wrong planchet, it could sell for $5,000 to $20,000. The rarest 2002 pennies, especially those graded MS68 or higher, have sold for over $34,762 at auction. Yes, that's right, over $34,000 for a modern Lincoln penny. Where to sell a rare 2002 penny? If you think you have a valuable 2002 Lincoln penny, here's where you can sell it. Coin dealers. Visit a reputable coin dealer who can evaluate your penny and offer a fair price. Online auctions, websites like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are great places to sell rare coins. Coin shows and expos. Attending a coin show can help you connect with collectors and buyers who are willing to pay top dollar for rare pennies. Professional grading services. If your coin is in excellent condition, getting it graded by PCGS or NGC will maximize its value before selling it.so. There you have it, folks. The 2002 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of the most surprising modern coins to have such a high value. While most of these pennies are just worth 1 cent, rare errors and high-grade specimens can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. This just goes to show that valuable coins aren't always old. Sometimes, a simple penny in your pocket could be a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting content. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny in your change. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love rare coins and valuable collectibles, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2012 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1 cent penny coin. You won't believe how much this little coin is worth today, an astonishing $24,971. That's right, a simple penny that you might have in your pocket or piggy bank could be worth a small fortune. So stick around as we explore its history, unique features, what makes it so valuable, and how you can identify one yourself. History of the 2012 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny has gone through multiple design changes over the years. From the original wheat penny to the Lincoln Memorial design and then the shield reverse design we see today, each variation tells a story of its time. The 2012 Lincoln penny belongs to the shield reverse series, which replaced the long-standing Lincoln Memorial design in 2010. This change was part of an effort to give the penny a fresh look while still honoring Lincoln's legacy. The front, or obverse, of the penny still features Victor D. Brenner's classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has been on the coin since 1909. However, the reverse now features a Union shield with 13 vertical stripes representing the original 13 colonies, symbolizing the strength and unity of the United States. Despite being a relatively modern coin, the 2012 penny has caught the attention of collectors and numismatists due to certain rare features and minting errors that make some of them worth thousands of dollars. Why is the 2012 No Mint Mark penny so valuable? You might be wondering, why would a penny from 2012 be worth nearly $25,000? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and potential errors. Let's break it down. Point 1. No Mint Mark rarity. Most pennies are produced at either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco Mint. Typically, coins from Denver and San Francisco bear a D or S mint mark, while those from Philadelphia either have a P mint mark or no mark at all. The 2012 No Mint Mark penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, but certain rare variations and errors make specific coins incredibly valuable. Point 2. Minting errors. Some of the most valuable 2012 No Mint Mark pennies feature striking errors, such as double die errors. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing slight overlaps in the lettering or design. A strong double die on a 2012 penny can make it worth thousands. Off-center strikes. If the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, part of the design may be missing or shifted, making it a valuable collector's item. Die breaks or cuts. Sometimes, cracks develop in the die used to stamp the coins, resulting in raised areas or extra metal on the coin's surface. These errors can increase a penny's value significantly. Transitional errors. If a 2012 penny was mistakenly struck on a leftover planchet from a previous year, it could be worth a fortune. 3. High-grade condition, MS67, MS68, and above, a coin's condition plays a major role in its value. Collectors and investors seek out pennies in the best possible condition, graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded MS67, MS68, or even MS69 are extremely rare and can command sky-high prices at auctions. Auction records and current market value. Now, let's talk about the money. The highest recorded auction price for a 2012 no-mint mark Lincoln penny stands at an impressive $24,971. This sale happened due to the coin's flawless condition and rare era features. However, even lower-grade versions of this penny can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here's a general breakdown of what collectors are paying for different conditions. MS65, Mint State 65, $500 to $1. 500 MS66, Mint State 66, $2,000 to $5, 000 MS67, Mint State 67, $10,000 to $15, 000 MS68, Mint State 68, $20,000 and up. If you happen to find a flawless, high-grade 2012 penny, you could be sitting on a small fortune. How to identify a valuable 2012 Lincoln penny? Want to know? If you have a rare and valuable 2012 penny? Here's what you need to do. Step 1. Check for a no mint mark. Look under the date. If there's no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. Step 2. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling in the lettering or other striking errors like die cracks, off-center strikes, or planchet issues. Step 3. Evaluate the condition. The fewer scratches, dents, or blemishes, the more valuable your coin will be. A shiny, well-preserved penny has a much higher chance of fetching top dollar. Step 4. Get it professionally graded. If you think you have a rare coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. A certified coin will sell for much more at auctions. Where to sell your valuable penny? If you've discovered a rare 2012 penny and want to cash in, here are the best places to sell it: online auctions, eBay, heritage auctions, great collections. Many rare coins fetch high prices on these platforms. Coin shows and conventions. Connect with collectors who are willing to pay top dollar. Local coin shops and dealers. A good option if you want to sell quickly. Online coin forums and Facebook groups. Network with other collectors and potential buyers. The 2012 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that even modern coins can be worth a fortune. Whether it's a rare error, high-grade condition, or a unique variation, this penny has caught the attention of serious collectors worldwide. So, check your pocket change, coin jars, and old collections. You never know, you might have a $24,971 treasure just waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest coin values and discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love rare coins, valuable pennies, and the thrill of finding treasures in your pocket change, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a modern coin that could be hiding in your collection and might be worth a small fortune. That's right, a 2016 Lincoln penny, just a regular-looking coin that you might overlook, has sold for as much as $9,273 in the current market. But why is it so valuable? What makes this particular penny worth thousands of dollars while others from the same year are worth only 1 cent? Stick around, because I'm about to break down everything you need to know about this rare coin, its history, errors, grading, and what to look for in your own collection. So, before we get started, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, let's jump right into it. History of the 2016 Lincoln Penny. The Lincoln Penny has been in circulation for over a century, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it has gone through various design changes, metal compositions, and minting locations. The 2016 Lincoln Penny is part of the modern Shield Reverse series, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial design in 2010. This shield symbolizes national unity and strength, while the front, obverse, of the coin still features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner over 100 years ago. This particular penny was minted in Philadelphia, which means it does not have a mint mark. That's because, starting in 2017, the U.S. Mint began adding a PE mint mark to pennies for the first time in history. So, any penny without a mint mark from 2016 was struck in Philadelphia, and it is not an error, just part of regular production. However, certain errors and rare varieties make some 2016 pennies extremely valuable. That's what we're going to explore next. Why is the 2016 and no mint mark penny worth so much? A regular 2016 penny in circulated condition is worth only 1 cent. However, specific factors can make some of these coins sell for thousands of dollars. The main reasons include high-grade condition, MS67 and above. The most valuable 2016 pennies are those in mint state, MS67 or higher, meaning they have almost no scratches, no wear, and retain their original mint luster. These coins are rare because most pennies enter circulation immediately, picking up damage along the way. A pristine 2016 penny, graded MS67 Plus or MS68, can bring in thousands of dollars at auction. Rare error coins. Some 2016 pennies have mint errors that make them highly collectible. Errors like double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks can significantly increase a coin's value. A 2016 Lincoln penny with a major error could easily be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Demand from collectors. Certain coin collectors focus on modern rarities, which drives up the market value for high-grade and error coins. As fewer top-condition 2016 pennies remain available, their prices continue to rise. 2016 Lincoln Penny Error varieties. Now, let's talk about some of the rare errors you should be looking for on your 2016 pennies. If you find any of these, you could be holding a valuable coin. Double die obverse, DDO. This error happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, causing a visible doubling effect. Look closely at the words, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 2016. If the letters appear doubled, your coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Off-center strike. If your penny has a part of the design missing due to an off-center strike, it could be extremely valuable. A small misalignment may be worth $50 to $100, but if the off-center strike is 50% or more with the date still visible, it can sell for over $500. Clipped planchet. A clipped planchet occurs when a piece of the coin is accidentally cut off during production. These coins can range from $50 to over $500, depending on the severity of the error. BIE error. A die crack between the B and E in Liberty creates what looks like an extra I, hence the name BIE error. These are minor errors but still collectible, often selling for $10 to $50. Grading and market value. So, how do you know if your 2016 penny is worth thousands of dollars? The key is grading. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins based on their condition and assign a mint state, MS grade. MS65, worth around $15, $30. MS66, worth around $100, $200. MS67, worth around $500, $1, $500. MS68. This is where the real money is. One of the highest graded 2016 pennies sold for $9,273 at auction. If you think you have a high quality or error coin, consider sending it for professional grading. It could turn out to be a hidden treasure. Where to sell your 2016 penny? If you have a valuable 2016 penny, you can sell it through online auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions, coin dealers and local coin shops, numismatic conventions and coin shows, certified grading services, PCGS, NGC. For higher value sales, make sure to research and compare prices before selling to maximize your profit. So, is it possible that you have a 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth thousands of dollars sitting in your pocket right now? Absolutely. Finding one in mint state 68, or with a rare error, could mean a huge payday. Make sure to check your change, examine your collection, and keep an eye out for these valuable modern pennies. You never know when you might come across a rare coin that could be worth $9,273 or more. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more rare coin videos. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable penny. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you love rare and valuable coins, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has surprised collectors with its incredible value. Did you know that one of these pennies recently sold for an astonishing $64,972? That's right, a penny worth thousands of dollars. But what makes this coin so special? Why is it so valuable? How can you tell if you have one in your collection? Stay tuned as we break down everything you need to know about the 1980 penny, from its history to its unique errors and how much it's worth in today's market. History of the 1980 Lincoln penny. Before we talk about value, let's take a step back and understand the history of the 1980 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted during an important transition period for U.S. coinage. The Lincoln cent had been in circulation since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The design, originally created by Victor David Brenner, remained largely unchanged for decades, with the obverse featuring Lincoln's iconic portrait and the reverse displaying the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. By 1980, the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies annually, but this year was significant for a few reasons. First, it was one of the last years before the major composition change in 1982, when the U.S. Mint switched from a 95% copper composition to a zinc-based planchet due to rising copper prices. Second, the Denver Mint played a crucial role in producing a large portion of the nation's pennies, and this particular year saw some unique errors that make certain 1980 pennies highly valuable today. The 1980 penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which can be identified by the small D mint mark beneath the date on the obverse. In total, the Denver Mint produced 5.1 billion pennies that year, making this coin quite common in circulated condition. However, despite this high mintage, a handful of rare era coins and high-grade specimens have skyrocketed in value, fetching thousands of dollars at auction. What makes the 1980 penny so valuable? You might be wondering, if billions of these pennies were made, why is one of them worth over $64,972? The value of a 1980 Lincoln penny depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, errors, and grade. Let's break these down. Mint state condition, high-grade coins. The most valuable 1980 pennies are those in MS 67 or higher. Coins that have been preserved in near-perfect condition, with no wear, scratches, or discoloration, are extremely rare. Most pennies in circulation show heavy signs of use, making high-grade specimens highly desirable to collectors. At auction, MS 67 and MS 68 examples have fetched tens of thousands of dollars. If you find a 1980 penny in pristine condition, it could be worth a fortune. Rare mint errors. Some of the most valuable 1980 pennies feature mint errors that make them stand out from the rest. Here are a few key errors that increase value. Double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the design on the coin is accidentally doubled during the striking process, resulting in noticeable doubling of letters and numbers. A 1980 penny with a strong DDO can sell for thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. Some 1980 pennies were struck off-center, meaning the design is misaligned. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin. Broad-struck coins. A broad-struck error occurs when a coin is struck without a proper collar, causing the edges to appear wider and distorted. These errors are rare and can fetch a high price. Clipped planchet. This error happens when a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a mistake during the minting process. These coins are sought after by error collectors. Full red (RD), designation red pennies (RD), are worth significantly more than brown (BN) or red-brown (RB) pennies. This refers to the coin's color and oxidation level. A full red 1980D penny in mint condition is highly desirable and commands premium prices. Current market value of the 1980D Lincoln penny. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How much is a 1980D Lincoln penny worth today? Circulated condition. In typical circulated condition, a 1980D penny is worth face value, 1 cent, to about $0.10. Uncirculated condition, MS60 MS65. A nice uncirculated 1980D penny graded MS60 MS65 can sell for $5 to $50. High grade coins, MS67 MS68. The real money is in the highest grades. A 1980D penny graded MS67 has sold for over $5,000, while a near-perfect MS68 example sold for a record-breaking $64,972 at auction. Error coins. Depending on the type of error, a 1980D penny with a major error can be worth anywhere from $500 to $10,000 or more. How to find a rare 1980D penny? So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? Here are a few tips. Check your pocket change. Believe it or not, rare coins still turn up in circulation. Always inspect your pennies, especially older ones, for high-quality strikes or errors. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely for any doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. Weigh your penny. The standard weight of a 1980D penny should be 3.11 grams. If your coin is significantly lighter or heavier, it might be an error coin. Get it graded. If you believe you have a valuable 1980D penny, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. A certified grade can significantly increase its market value. The 1980D Lincoln penny is proof that even modern coins can be worth a fortune under the right circumstances. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, it's always exciting to discover rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight. If you have any 1980D pennies, be sure to check their condition, look for errors, and consider getting them graded. Who knows? You might just be sitting on a coin worth $64,972 or more. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!